everybody, it's Mr. Tokkuri Yashi and I'm back! We have managed to get back into DMM player. It's slightly complicated how I did it. It was all about VPN, so if anybody else is having this issue and you would like to know what I did, then please ask me in the comments and I will elaborate further. Because if I talk more about it today, this video will take forever, and we're here to look at Abyssal Battle today. This video is about Abyssal Battle for December, and we have got our first wind Abyssal Battle. This is the 6th one, I believe, that we have had. First time we have got a wind one. So, a lot of you out there probably already know how this mode works, but for anyone that is new, or still a little bit unsure, we're just going to go over it quickly. Bosses are going to be weak to wind this month. Wind characters are what you're going to want to use. First, we need to take out these outpost quests here. These outpost quests will give us hunting tickets, as they are called down here at the bottom. The hunting tickets will allow us to fight these bosses. Damage we do to those bosses are transferred. The points will be turned into prizes, and these are the prizes we can get here. Lots of good stuff, really good stuff. Astral spheres, astral shards, and masterpiece shards, as we can see here. They are requiring 25 billion damage to get all of these shards. That's what we really need to worry about. Sounds a lot, but it is not that bad if you have got a higher level account. As you can see here, there's extra rewards up to 70 billion for people that have got a big full box max level. So getting these isn't too bad of a problem. I have found if you can take out these bosses, they have normal, hard, and very hard. When very hard is beaten, we get extreme. If you can beat extreme on all three bosses, then you should be there or thereabouts, getting all of those astral spheres, all of those rewards to 25 billion max. So let's jump in then. I'm going to go away. We're going to do normal and hard outpost quests. I'll come back when we get to very hard, and we'll have a little bit of a talk about the outpost quest for this month. Okay, so here we go. We have beaten the normal and the hard outpost quest. Let's jump into very hard. Because we have wind element this month, we have got access to anemone. And for these types of fights against multiple targets, she's going to absolutely obliterate it. So let's send in this team here, which is the team I used for the first two outpost quests. See how it does here in very hard. Like I said, we have got anemone. Should absolutely shred any type of fight like this. But we're also going to give Suzume, 6-star Suzume, a go here. Bit of a strange character here. She does do AoE magical damage, but she's also lowering magical and physical defense. She's also raising physical attack and crit rate, so which is going to help Tiori out. It's going to help out Anemone out. I don't know what type of damage Anemone is doing. She might be doing magic, she might be doing physical. We can't see. It is all flying past extremely quickly. But this month, unlike last month, the outpost quests here looking like they are quite a bit easier. Hopefully you all managed to take them out without too many problems. If you're at level cap, they seem to be better than last month. There was a bit of slight complaints about how difficult the fire Abyssal Battle was last month. But it seems like, there we go, outpost quests. Not too difficult, and as this is a event which is supposed to help you level up, strengthen out, it should be accessible to lower ranked players as well to help them with that. So as you can see here, once we have beaten them, you can then use your skip tickets. You only have to beat it once. Come back in every day, get the skip tickets and the rewards. They are very good rewards. Excellent stuff. So let's go over then and take on these bosses and see how we can do, what teams we can use for these three bosses we have this month. Okay, so as you can see here, we have beaten the normal and the hard modes of all three bosses. So let's see how we can take on the very hard modes. First boss we have got this month then is the Wyvern. So we have got a very handy image that I have spotted on the Princess Connect Discord. Thank you to those who created it, which gives us a lot of teams that we should maybe be trying to build to take on these bosses. Now for Wyvern here, you can see that the top 3 damaging teams that we have got so far all need a Summon Misora in them. So if you don't have access to a Summon Misora like myself, might be struggling a little to at least one pan this bot, plus there are other teams that we can take on. So what we're going to try is this 290 million damage team here with the Ilya, the Kyoka, the Suzume in it. See how it does. It probably won't be able to one pan it, but that doesn't matter too much. So let's jump in with this team here. We have to borrow the Spring Kyoka there. Thank you. Legend has got one up for now. So let's fight with this team. A small amount of inputs that we need to do. 108 and then at 48. So hopefully we'll remember them. Right, so here we go. We've got Anemone again on this team. 108. There we go. Kokoro's fired off a Universal Unsetter. The only real reason that I've been able to run this team even is because I was very lucky on my last summon. The Wakana summons, we did manage to get the Spring Suzume. If we didn't have the Spring Suzume, we would have been stuck on this team again. There she goes. So now she's set 48. Now we can set Kokoro again, and we are good to go. So, a full magical team here. Ceremonial Ilya getting another little bit of a run out here. But, like it does seem from the team that have been suggested, if you do not have access to the Summer Misora, then you might be struggling to one-pan this very hard mode, which is not the biggest of problems. If you can even two-pan these very hard bosses, then I think you should still be on a good path to getting all of the rewards, or at least all of the meaningful rewards, the Astral Spheres and Shards, etc., by the end of the event. Remember, it's a few 5-day event. It's got plenty of time to go. So there we go. As we expected, very close, very close. If I had a little bit more in my Princess Knight tree, then maybe this team could have one pan the Wyvern, but it doesn't really matter too much. I'm not too fussed about that. At least we're doing it better than we did last month. There we go with the damage of this team. Rikyoka on top, see Ilya just behind her. So I'm going to go and take out this boss, and then we'll move on to our next one, which appears to be the Terra Turtle. Okay, so there we go. We have got the Wyvern dispatched. Let's move on then to our second boss this month here for this Wind Abyssal Battle Titano Turtle. I've always seen Terra Turtle. Titano Turtle or Torterra if you're a Pokemon fan. Anyway, let's have a look at our image again for this Titano Turtle. Again, we've got Anemone here. Wind is OP with Anemone on it. Team at the top there, 390 million is the one that we are going to give a shot at. There are a few other teams there you could potentially build if you can't build that top team. So let's jump over back into the game then, and we'll fire off this team with the Titano Turtle here. Actually, what I need to do, one thing quickly, I didn't mention in the last fight then, we had Anemone and we had Princess Kokoro at 3-star. This needs to be back up to 5 stars. So let's change them back up to 5 star before we forget. And we jump in and then it doesn't win and we go, what happened there? Alright, so this is the team. Let's go in. There is a very small input with Monica. If you want to bother with it, it should be able to, if you have the high enough specs. One pan this very hard most, at least with just full set. So we're going to leave it full set for this. When we get to the EX fight, that very small input with the Monica there, 6-star Monica, might help just get a little bit of extra damage. So when we get to that, we'll give it a go. We're going to, here you go, 6-star Suzume again, getting a little bit of a run out here. AoE damage we need here, obviously, for the Titano Turtle. She's also going to be buffing physical damage of Cafe Tamaki. Monica's not the biggest damage dealer either. Anemone looks like she is again doing physical damage. The physical defense of this Titano Turtle in this setup will be lower while she is doing a physical damage. So, as well as doing great damage, this 6-star Suzume, she's also really helping the rest of the team do a lot of damage as well. We are expecting to one-pound this very hard mode with this team. It looks like we are going to get there without too much trouble. And who's going to get the finishing blow? There we go. Titano Turtle is down 1 pan. Very, very, very good. We can save some tickets for the extreme modes, which will allow us to get more points for the reward. So there we go. This is the damage on Titano Turtle. Very, very scared of Anemone is Titano Turtle. Cafe Tamaki also doing pretty good damage. Everybody on the team doing their jobs. Great stuff. So, Titano Turtle has been dispatched. Let's move over then to the final boss of this month's Abyssal Battle. See how we can do against this one here. Here we go. Okay, so let's move on to our final boss this month in Abyssal Battle, and we have got the Sky Valkyrie. So let's have a quick look at teams for the Sky Valkyrie. As we can see here, Wakana, best girl of the Bandy sisters, is in every single one of these teams. So hopefully you either have her or you can borrow her. Otherwise, you might be struggling just a little bit. There is a very small input on these top teams here for Wakana. So a very simple manual timeline. So let's jump into the game and take on the Sky Valkyrie with this top team here and see how we do. So remember, we want Wakana unset straight away. Then we're going to reset her about 54 seconds, I believe it is. Let's hope we can remember that. So this does look like a very, well, I'll say it's a very strange team. We've got one magical character in there with a load of physical characters. See Ilya, Ceremonial Ilya, the only magical character we've got here. We will not question it. If it works, it works. Wakana, the best of the Bandy sisters, is here. Put down her courier and got out here Echidna Hedgehogs to come and take out this Sky Valkyrie. We've got the 6-star Orisa here. Let's just pay attention as soon as Wakana does a Union Burst. When she finally gets in, there we go, we can reset her. Now we don't need to do any more. 6-star Orisa. Ever since it was used in Clan Battle many months ago, I started out grinding out her shards. Free shards, because I wasn't spending DAs on her to make sure I could get her for 6-star in case she was used again. Now, I only just got her to 6-star a couple of days ago. Finally, we get to use her in this Abyssal Battle, so that's pretty good. Just got her done in time. Transfer Student Aoi we've got here again. Very slightly outperforms the Ranger Shuri, but if you haven't got the Transfer Student Aoi and you do have Ranger Shuri, you could put Ranger Shuri in her place instead. And then the 6-star Shuri right at the back there. I think we've had her for quite a while now, but she's still a staple single target DPS, although she does have 2 instances of that damage. Very versatile character, very good for this boss, for the win team. Oh, it's looking very close here. We can one-pan this, please. Come on, sorry, somebody quickly do a bit of damage. Take it out, we don't want to. Oh, yeah. That was very close indeed, but we did just manage to one-pan Sky Valkyrie boss there. Yowzers, that was very on the edge. So, there we go, that's the team. Again, like I said, 6-star Shuri doing most of the damage. And Orisa there, second in line. Celia is a good damage dealer, but on this team didn't really do a lot of damage. She must have been there to keep some of the rest of the characters alive or something like that. Don't question it if it works. So there we go. That is Abyssal Battle for December 2024. Wind Abyssal Battle. We have now got Extreme unlocked for all of these bosses. For the Extreme fights, just hit them with the best team you could do. For the very hard fights, the Extreme fights are no more difficult. They just have more hit points. So good luck with all of that. Let me know how you've done with Abyssal Battle. Hopefully we could all get all of those good rewards, building up our Princess Knight enhancements. So there we go, I was Tokkuri Yashi. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all again for another video. Bye bye.